Hello everybody, welcome to Cheercast 40. My name is Heri and I'm talking to you from my home in Rune in the Faroe Islands.
Hello, Gunnar Thompson, and bass player in Tyr, if you didn't know that. And I'm sitting here in my basement here in Muay at my home.
Hi there, this is Tad from Tyr. I'm the drummer and I'm in Kisorosi, which of course you have no idea where it is, but it's in Hungary. Also on an island, by the way.
And I am Hans Hammer, and I am in my beautiful home in the beautiful Hamian and the beautiful Faroe Islands. And I play guitar.
Is that not lovely? This is the third episode only of our 6th season. You find this on YouTube first and foremost. This also goes to Spotify, Apple, Google, and Buzzsprout. On patreon.com/cheerband, you can have early access to these episodes, plus some extra exclusive material. Now, I have a few retakes for the last episode, Cheercast 49, Rubbish 39. We were comparing the streaming numbers of our two most recent albums, Hill and the Battle Ballads, and I said it would be pretty easy to look up old Spotify statistics if I had the circumstance. That is in fact incorrect. Spotify statistics go 2 years back in time. So if you want to keep track from album to album, you have to keep the numbers yourself, and I'm afraid I have not done that. It's the same for Apple Music. The number of streams are not available to us. Our statements from the record labels will be the only numbers we have. There are hundreds of pages of statements, and I guess it's possible to go and count streams and downloads, but I'm not in a hurry to finish that captivating and adventurous task. On a different note, someone mentioned in a comment that Twisted Sister disbanded 10 years ago. I mentioned them in the last Cheercast. If I thought I'd seen Twisted Sister recently, it was probably Dee Snider solo. He's done a few things. So Twisted Sister does not exist anymore.
Wasn't it advertised at the Summer Festival when they play? Wasn't that advertised as Twisted Sister?
That's a long time ago.
That's not 10 years ago.
That's
that
like
was
8
definitely
years ago.
Twisted Sister, but that's before the drummer passed away.
Right before.
I think they disbanded after that.
Ah, yeah, okay.
So
he passed like months after that. Just a few, like.
Yeah, so I guess it was after that. It must be more than 10 years ago. Anyway, I didn't count. A third completely different thing happened. Our Facebook page follower numbers have been falling for years by hundreds of followers per month. Our review section had been occupied by people from the Sea Shepherd and similar organizations. They'd given us very negative and sometimes abusive reviews, and our recommendation rate stood at 60%. I went and asked our wonderful supporters in the great heathen army of Tyr to head over to the Tyr Facebook page and please give us their honest review, and our recommendation rate is now up to 98%. Thank you all for that. Not that it's overly important, but it's great to have such a supportive community. If all goes well, this is recorded on the 10th of August and goes out on the 15th of August, and that is the release date of our re-recording of the old song, The Rune, from the first album from 2002. Now, hey, that's something.
Yes, that is something, especially if we think about when we re-recorded it. I mean, it has been some time.
You recorded in 2004?
The re-recording was recorded at the same time as Battle Ballads. The drums, at least. The rest has been recorded off and on since then.
No, the drums have been re-recorded.
We did them in the Block
Faroes.
studio. The
Yeah.
very last recording. Right. That is true. The very
Yeah.
last recordings to be done before Block studio closed down. Right.
Exactly. Yeah, because there was some issue with the recording we did close to Prague, and since we were already in the studio in Tórshavn, and still had some time, we thought, why not do a completely new recording of the drums? And that was the right decision because it sounds awesome.
Absolutely. So yeah, that's streaming today on all platforms where you stream music. Go give it a listen. The Rune 2025. It has some new artwork, by the way, by Jula Havansak from Hungary, Budapest, who's done most of our artwork lately. And there's a scene from Faroese, from the saga of the Faroe Islanders, from Faroese history, where Sigmundur Brestesson is killed in Sandvík by Thorgrim Ritle and his sons, I think it was, or Hafgrim Ritle. What's his name again? You remember, Hans?
Yes, but let's not go into the details here.
Okay. Well,
I get the
excellent
point.
answer. Yeah. We were there recently in Sandvík, making the video for this wonderful song. Should we mention that perhaps, or leave it a complete surprise for everyone?
Well, now you mentioned it, so let's go into it.
I didn't mention any details.
Supplies.
No, let's talk about it. It was really quite the adventure.
It was.
Yeah, as always, we have to record a video outside in the fucking weather of fucking Faroe Islands, which is never fun. But nonetheless, it looks really good. So
Afterwards, it's always fun. Being there is, well, let's call it challenging.
It's
Yes.
hard work. It's really hard work. And it's really exhausting to stand there outside in the relative cold and the wind for hours and carrying hundreds of kilograms of equipment up the hill.
And onto 100-meter high rock stacks.
Yeah.
yeah,
But it we've only seen the what do you call it? The
Raw material.
remote cache of the video, but it did look quite spectacular. We were standing on the precipice of 100-meter high drop off, and in a very dramatic landscape, and I believe it will look spectacular, and people will be happy to see it. Well, maybe it's out today. Also, depends on when they finish the editing.
Could be.
So never too much of that. I'm afraid we're stuck with that, Gunnar, and we're gonna do it again and again and again.
I'm fine by it.
Good. So this was shot across the island from where Sandvík and Suðuroy is, and it's only fitting for the lyrics of this song. The lyrics are based on a scene or two from Faringa Saga. The first part is from the angle of Ture Torstensdottir, who was the wife of Sigmund Brestesson, and she's horrified that her husband has died. It's based basically also on a poem by Jan Sturus, who wrote about the same issue in poem called Ture Meginancha, or something like that. The rest is from the angle of Tróndur Götu, who kind of orchestrated the whole thing and took power after Sigmund Brestesson died. Anyway, fascinating stuff. Then we played quite a few shows since our last episode. The first one was Voxbot in Tórshavn in the Faroes. Voxbot usually takes place in a place called Voxbot, which is outside in that center of Tórshavn, but that did not happen this time because of what you mentioned already, Gunnar, the damn Faroese weather.
Weather. Ta-ta!
But this was actually to our advantage.
Yes, because it got moved to a much better place, and I hope actually they're going to have it there forever on. In a beautiful, what is like a sports hall.
Mm-hmm.
I can
Absolutely lovely.
I can safely confirm right now that will absolutely not happen, Gunnar.
It's a pity, I know.
They will be
but,
there.
Yeah.
And the general thing I heard from people was that they were really sad about it being moved. Most understood it, but kind of lost its magic with, the walking around the city center of Tórshavn freely, and then just being closed in a concert hall is completely different.
Well, the audience did not seem like they did not like it.
No,
it was absolutely beautiful.
But getting up there is quite the hassle. I mean, as long as the weather is good, the original location of Voxbotn is perfect. Mm-hmm. If you have good weather, it's just amazing to just walk down there in the dead center and,
But from a musician's standpoint, I agree with Gunnar. It's a fucking amazing place to play.
Yes, yes. Absolutely
I loved it. Yeah.
And what a stage. I loved the stage.
Oh. I liked it too.
It looks really good. I've seen the videos from there.
For a last-minute change, it was pretty well organized.
Yeah, it went weirdly well.
Yeah, everything was good.
There's just the other festival going on right now, Sommarfestival in Klaksvík, and they had to move something for weather. They said that Erik Biskupstø was on radios talking about around every 7 years they're disturbed by the weather and have to move something. So it's a calculated risk. You know that sometimes you'll have to move something because of the weather, even cancel stuff. From a musician's point of view, I definitely prefer playing indoors in the Faroes. We have the Tyrfest, and it's always indoors, and I would never put it outdoors.
Especially since it's in February.
even in July, I prefer. It's just better from a musician's point of view playing indoors. I do understand that people like being able to walk to the show, and then after the show they can walk around in the town in Tórshavn. It is a very nice thing, but there's still the weather to consider, and from a musician's point of view, indoors is just better in the Faroes. The weather is never good enough that you can be certain of anything.
Yeah.
And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen.
And then a few days later,
I like to clarify. That is from a performing musician's point of view. Apart from that, I absolutely love the weather here.
Okay.
It's winter here now, by the way.
Now you know that.
It's freezing and storms and all that good stuff.
Good stuff. After that, we were in Rockhards in Ballenstedt in good old Deutschland on the 2nd of July.
And talk about a difference in temperature. Wow.
Oh, yeah. We flew to Berlin and rented a car and drove to Ballenstedt. And how warm was it? Like 40 Celsius?
Almost.
30, I believe it was 38.
38, yeah.
I had the feeling I would pass out if we continued for much longer.
It took me a fucking hour to get on top of again after the show.
I was completely convinced if we played 5 minutes more, I would have collapsed on stage.
And kudos to the people standing in the scorching sun. I mean, we at least had some shade on stage.
Yeah, the stages face directly north, so we had some shade. We played the shortest set we've done in a long time. I think it was 35 minutes or something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
which was a freak accident. If we'd played 45 or an hour, I think we'd have all have passed out from heat stroke.
Yeah, I had this really weird sensation in my chest when playing. Never felt anything like it.
It was quite uncomfortable, but yeah. Respect to the people standing there in the blazing sun, freaking out. I suppose you get used to it. I don't know.
I just remember after the first song, it was like Sahara Desert in my mouth. So
yeah.
At least they got a little bit of water sprayed on them.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that was a good show. It went down really well.
Good. Very good. Very good.
We had some off days then, 3rd, 4th, and 5th of July in Düsseldorf, where we stayed for 2 nights. That was quite nice, relaxing. We met Patty Gerdy from Maelstrom there, and went for a historic excursion along the Rhine River, which is my nerdy history obsession.
And then Gunnar had his 50th birthday, and we watched Back to the Beginning live.
That is
from the
true.
hotel.
I told you 40.
I meant 30, sorry.
Yeah.
35.
35.
And we spent that evening streaming.
Cuddling in Gunnar's bed.
Yeah, cuddling in my bed, streaming the Back to the Beginning show of Black Sabbath.
With pizza and beer and drinks. It was really nice.
That was nice. That was actually quite lovely, yes.
Yeah.
Very good.
I quite enjoyed that actually. So
there were a lot of. I didn't see much. We started at 5 or 6 watching.
Yeah, me and Hans, we started from the beginning.
Yes, back to the beginning.
So I didn't see it all, but damn, Steven Tyler. At 77, his performance was absolutely legendary.
Yeah, it was fucking great.
We've seen him live once, Aerosmith in Sweden, Gunnar, haven't we?
Yeah, that I will notify and say that's probably the best rock show I ever seen, and I'm not even an Aerosmith fan.
It was truly excellent, but this performance by Steven
amazing.
Tyler at Back to the Beginning was just, that is how to do it, man. That is how to do it.
And the worst snare sound ever. Gojira. Sorry. Had to say it.
Actually, I saw a voting thing on I don't remember, one of these bigger news metal news sites on the internet, and they had a voting for what was the best performance outside of Ozzy and Black Sabbath through the day, and I saw that like over 2 sites had a majority voted Lamb of God, and I'm a massive Lamb of God fan myself, but I don't get that, because me and Gunnar, we watched the whole day, and when Lamb of God came on, Randy Bly, he's obviously not known for singing. He's one of the best at growling ever, I think. But the singing was off-key, not even close, horrible. The guitars were out of tune, and it was sloppy all over the place.
Yeah.
And I don't get it. There were so many fucking great performances. It seems like this typical metal thing that people like, oh yeah, they're true metal, let's all just vote for Lamb of God. I don't get it.
Do you remember the name of the second band that was on?
The Revival Sons, something like that?
Rival
Sons.
Yeah. That was the very best on that evening, I thought.
Rival Sons are excellent live.
Yeah.
They are excellent. I've seen them twice, and it's incredible.
They sound like a studio recording, just perfection.
I mean, they were amazing, and the singer was absolutely amazing. And for the bass player, lose that fucking hat. Jesus Christ!
And obviously that I didn't know him before, and Gunnar definitely not either. Youngblood. Obviously, everyone has seen it now. It went insanely viral. It's a massive hit now. His version of Changes, we were kind of blown away by that too. He had almost Freddie Mercury style crowd control. It was absolutely amazing.
It was great, and I loved Metallica.
Yeah,
they just. It's just a motherfucking solid band.
Yeah.
That was fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Machinery all to their own.
Yes.
Then we drove to Eindhoven, in the Netherlands, and played the pirate metal party. Pirates as we are.
Which was a very lovely show. So.
It was. That was indoors and
see? Indoors, I love it.
And that was nice. We met our very good friend from the Archers from Canada, and the Visions of Atlantis guys as well. Holy shit, the Archers were exhausted. They'd just flown for I don't know how long and traveled. They looked just absolutely wasted. It was nice to see them though.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was that show was also special because when we went on stage, there was already somebody on stage, and I was like, "What's that lady doing there?" I mean, she looked quite enthusiastic, and like as if talking to the crowd. And I was like, looking to Hans, like, hey, "What the hell is going on?" But then it dawned on us, oh, the sign language interpreters, because we had those on that show, but they wrote to us 1 or 2 weeks before, but they didn't remind us on the day of the show. So we were kind of perplexed that there's somebody on stage.
I was very tempted on. I thought, what the hell? Is nobody gonna take this woman off stage? I was almost going over to her and nudging her off the stage and go piss off, And then I saw she looked into a screen or something, and
with the lyrics.
And then it dawned on me what she was doing. I was like, okay, that's cool. So
I was at first obviously confused, like what the fuck's happening, and when I finally realized, I was like, why the fuck wouldn't they tell me this? Like,
yeah.
I was like, what the fuck, guys?
Seriously, I mean, if there's somebody on stage, then please just remind us, hey, there's gonna be somebody.
Yeah.
Don't kick them off.
Like I said to you. That like I told you right after the show, like if I was in a bad mood or something, I'm afraid I would probably just have like pushed her off immediately. Be a catastrophe.
Of course.
My bad, guys. I was definitely reminded and warned of this.
You were.
I was, yes. But I was still surprised when we got on stage. I was still surprised. I didn't know where she was going to stand. I was just told there was going to be an interpreter. I just imagined, without even asking, that they would put her, somewhere less conspicuous. But no, she was like taking Hans's spot almost on stage right. So I should have told you. I'm sorry.
But that was cool.
Yeah.
It was.
And then
on the 18th of July, we played at Sun and Thunder Festival in Fuengirola in Spain. That was nice. It was on a hill very close to the ocean in an old castle ruin. They have two stages. One they call the Sun stage and the Thunder stage, and this was the Thunder stage. The Sun stage is down by the beach. Quite lovely, I would say. Had a great time there. There were Accept playing also and Wasp. And in fact, I had a short chat with Wolf Hoffman of Accept. He doesn't know me. I know him very well. I was hoping to see Black and Lawless. Hoffman came walking from their backstage to the food area after they played. And I just called on him, Herr Hoffman. And he turned as if to see someone, he expecting to see someone he knew, and walked over to me. And then when he saw me, he realized he didn't know me at all, and obviously tried to end the conversation and be on his way, which I understand. I just told him a few generic things like thanks for doing the music and all. So I was hoping to see Black Lolas as well, but we were just getting into our shuttle back to the hotel as they were passing by behind us, and Anton, our manager, said to me, "Hey, isn't that your favorite singer there?" And I turned around and I could just see Blackie's back as he went to the backstage, so I didn't have a chance to say hi to him. I am not sure he would have wanted to talk to me, but it's nice to see such magnificent people. I regret a bit not having seen Ozzy before he passed away, and I was honestly always, when it comes to Black Sabbath, I was vocally more a fan of Dio and Tony Martin. But there's no denying that Ozzy Osbourne has left a huge impact on heavy metal over the years, much bigger than Dio and Tony Martin. I'm afraid. Well, not afraid. That's just a fact as I see it.
Well,
yeah, sorry, Gunnar.
No, I just think they have their charms, and when mentioning those singers, don't forget to mention Ian Gillan on board again. That is the most fantastic thing ever.
It is nice, but yeah, I was more thinking about what impact it has had on the development of heavy metal in general, and you just have to give it to Ozzy there. It is the biggest.
Of course.
He's
I always
amazing.
liked his solo career best for Ozzy.
Yeah,
and I have to agree on Black Sabbath. In general, I just think the music is even better when Dio was singing. But but that's not to say I like a lot of Black Sabbath songs with Ozzy too.
But Black Sabbath with Tony Martin was also a bit more modern sounding, and the production and the musicianship is just absolutely wonderful. Tony Martin's vocals.
Those first two albums with Tony Martin, oh my God, they are good.
They are Eternal Idol and Headless Cross.
Yeah.
Those are really, really underrated and relatively unknown marvels of music.
But the music is so damn good on there.
Yeah, it is.
You
just have to accept that it just didn't go where it went with Ozzy. It simply didn't, for inexplicable reasons.
It's a pity, because it's good.
It is.
It's very good.
And I bought some slippers in Spain.
I did too.
Why are you laughing?
You bought some slippers.
We could have stayed there for 2 weeks. That was a lovely place.
Great hotel, great place.
Very nice. Nice beach as well.
Beach right outside the hotel? Come on, that does not get better.
For kilometers and kilometers.
Yeah. We met our friend there, Rune, who does Voxpot, and he lives around there in Spain. That was nice.
Yeah.
He might want to move Voxpot to there as well. If he wants to keep it outdoors.
Please do.
Sun Thunder and Voxpot.
Sun Thunder and Voxpot.
Yeah.
I'm afraid the Voxpot has a larger crowd than that Sun and Thunder actually. At least twice as many people.
Yeah. One of the reasons Voxpot does well, of course, it's a well-arranged festival with a complete mix of styles. He has maximum one metal band for every year. It is in the dead center of Tórshavn when everything goes well, and that attracts very many people. I think it's been sold out every year since it started.
I would a shout out to Faroe Islands. It's I think the festivals we have here, we have a few of them by now, and they're all really, really good, and it should be something that you people should take an interest in and go visit. It's really an experience. it's amazing how many people they can actually collect, considering how small we are.
Yeah, one of the biggest shows we played was at Sommerfestivaler, and I don't know, 15 years ago. We played for 10,000 people.
Yeah.
We might have played some slightly bigger shows since then, but that is a fifth of the entire population. Probably is a lot of foreigners too, but that is some next level ticket selling.
I will not say a lot. I think the majority are Farish people. Farish people just really like to go to that.
Yeah. So that's Sommerfestivaler at the start of August. Then there's the G Festival in Syrgata. Happens sometime in June.
And Nord Festival, which I
we
really
Viera.
that was
When is
just
that?
amazing.
Also
was
the end of
August, I think.
Yeah.
It was August 31st, maybe, I think, last year.
something like that. Yeah. Then there are the two that Rune does, Voxbotn and Torsfest.
Yeah.
Torsfest is around Ólafsøka, around the end of July. Voxbotn is at the end of June, around Jóhannsøka. Great festivals, attract a lot of international bands, and us, fortunately. So yeah, that is impressive, really, that they can establish these events, and they all like make ends meet, which is not easy. We know that from our own Tier Fest, which happens sometime in February, almost every year in Runavik. Let's see, about 26.
The biggest problem is getting foreign acts, because it's quite expensive to get them, just the traveling side of it, and accommodation. It's all very expensive up here, and so yeah, very hard to get new acts, foreign acts to come up here. But it does happen every now and then.
I suppose the G Festival has a lot of unknown bands. So the Summer Festival tends to book bands that are already quite famous, and the G Festival is one that takes the unknown, underground, but quality acts.
I'm sure they're not. I'm sure they're not unknown. They're just. It's a niche. It's a niche of music.
They're just not Europe and Twisted Sister and Scorpions.
Exactly. Yeah.
They actually at the G Festival had for the first time ever sold out this year.
Oh,
they're really good. Yes,
good for them.
Yeah.
Nice.
I was going to change subject.
Yeah.
If you have more to mention about that.
No. Just want to say the G Festival is more, I don't know what you call the music, avant-garde or
world music, maybe.
Yeah.
World music, yeah.
Hipster.
No.
In the friendliest, loveliest kind of way.
No, it's okay. No.
We just came back from the Guinness Irish Festival in Switzerland. What the hell is an Irish festival doing in Switzerland? I think it's based on beer, honestly. It's in Sion in Switzerland, close to Geneva. We played there Thursday, Friday. When was it?
I don't know.
Wednesday.
We have the 10th today. It was the 6th we played there.
We played on Wednesday.
Very beautiful place. I love those Alps in Austria and Switzerland. And it's the longest show we played, I think, since our headliner tours. We played for an hour and a half. That was quite good.
Haven't done that for a long time.
Yeah.
We haven't. It was...
but funny how those shows actually it feels better somehow to get to do a longer show.
Yeah, you feel you're getting somewhere, and
it's weird.
It feels like it's to your own satisfaction and the satisfaction of the crowd.
Yeah,
because it's compared to that 35-minute show we played at Rockards. Apart from the fact we would have died if we played for an hour. It feels pretty underwhelming sometimes to go off stage after 7 songs.
Yeah, you barely got started. So
yeah, exactly. That's what it feels. What it feels like. We used to do that all the time back in the day, but fortunately not so much anymore. So that's a wonderful little festival in among the Alps in Switzerland. Upcoming shows, we have the Milagre Metalero open air in Pindelo dos Milagres on the 23rd of August, and that is, I should add, in Portugal.
Oh yeah.
I was just reminded the last time we played in Portugal was around these days, like yesterday or the day before, and 6 years ago. So it's about time to get back there.
Yeah.
What festival was that, or show?
It was. I can't remember the name, but it's one of the bigger bigger festivals in Portugal. Yeah.
All right. That might be the last show of this year if everything goes badly, but we're hoping for more shows this year. We don't have any upcoming. We have a couple of shows next year, one of which we can announce to you, and that is the 70,000 tons of metal, which goes from Florida to Nassau in the Bahamas from the 29th of January to the 2nd of February 26. That's going to be great.
Oh, yeah.
Love to be back.
We were on the first one back in 2011, 12, 13?
Something
11,
like
I think.
I think 11.
And the second, and then the fourth, and then back in 2019, I think. So this will be the 5th time we're there.
Yeah.
I've really grown to love this. I think it's the greatest festival there is. For the lack of outdoorsy stuff. Now, I love the outdoors. That's not it. Just not when I'm playing and working. It's very nice to have everything. You know, you have the outdoors area and the pool deck, but it's still, you're walking on a ship deck, and the boat is so big that you can't even feel you're on the ocean. It feels like you're in a land hotel. Then, of course, you have the accommodation on board, which is much better than having to go to a hotel or, God forbid, a tent or something. So, just everything good about this. I absolutely love this. You guys are just... You think I said it all, or you just waiting?
You said it all.
Afraid to contradict me?
How could we have a different opinion on this lovely festival? I mean, 70,000 tons is just the best. There's no doubt.
It is. You haven't been there, Hans.
No, I haven't.
Oh,
are you excited
you're
now?
in for a treat.
Have we?
I love cruise ships, so I don't see how I wouldn't like it.
Oh, you're gonna love this. I think I
It's
can
the
guarantee
perfect
that.
holiday for me.
And
Not
it's
having
also
to go anywhere, and it's all just right at your fingertips. No
It's taken
hiking,
care
no walking for hours. You know,
And it's
a
also-
proper holiday.
a special one because I think it's the very first time that 70,000 tons are going to the Bahamas.
Yeah.
Because they were supposed to go back to Haiti, but because of the quite tense political situation there right now,
It was very unfortunate, yes.
Yeah.
The closest
Okay.
we've been to it, one of the trips we were on Turk and Caicos, which is fairly close to Bahamas, I guess.
It is a relatively short trip, so I guess they just doodle around in the Caribbean. Because all the playing, I think, has to happen in international waters.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, there's some shit going on in Haiti. We've been there once, and it was nice for the area we visited at least. I hear the rest of it is not quite so nice.
Yeah, I mean the whole resort was kind of fenced away, and there were guards with with weapons. It left a sour aftertaste.
It did. Apart from that, there is work being done as we speak for tours in Europe, South America, all to be announced later. Of course, we hope to play everywhere before too long. There's nothing we can announce at this point, but the work to arrange it is being done, and it will happen sooner.
There are some interesting things coming up next year. Let's just say that.
Absolutely.
If all goes well, definitely.
One of which is Gunnar's solo album.
Huh?
No, nothing. I just kidding.
Gunnar's solo album coming up next year.
Well, actually, for next year, I hope we have the next one ready.
About
luck
solo
with
albums,
that.
yeah.
We worked 3 years on the first one.
Yeah, it stalled for some reason. Well, we made the album. It's done long time ago, but all the production line and stuff like that is all stalled a little bit. I think it's gonna come out now.
Ran into some financial
problem is in this
difficulties.
times and days. There's nobody paying you for the production, so you have to pay everything yourself up front, which it's very problematic because we're poor people as musicians. So, so I have to collect some money for that. So as soon as that is ready, it will come up. Everything's done on it. I just need to say yes. Go.
Yeah.
Please donate to Gunnar's GoFundMe. No, I'm just kidding.
Does he have one?
On that note, I have we have another project coming up as well with an old band of me and Hera's called Wolfgang, which we have recorded all the drums for now, and gonna continue to record bass tomorrow at Hans's place.
That's tomorrow already. Yes.
Yeah, that's tomorrow already. So see you tomorrow.
Yeah. See you tomorrow.
So
Aren't you excited?
That's a very interesting project. I hope we get done this year, and maybe we'll have an album out next year with that. And
yes.
I think Heri is gonna play some guitar solos on that. If he wants to.
I'm invited, yeah, sure, I will.
Yeah.
If I get free reigns to do whatever I like.
And Hans, of course, is doing the recordings.
I'm in charge of the recording series, so you will not get
I will record my own solos. Thank you very much.
And here, as I recall, had a number that came out as well this year.
Yes.
I released a cover.
Yeah.
Of Wasp's "Hold On to My Heart," a ballad from the album The Crimson Idol. It's only on my YouTube channel. I was going to put it on streaming platforms, but you have to pay. I use CD Baby distribution, and you have to pay upfront per 1,000 streams for the copyright. I just decided not to do it. Same as with Gunnar, paying up front is I don't want to do it. So you can only see it on my YouTube channel. So
if any of you people out there are just have enough money and you don't know what to do with it, hey.
Throw it at this band.
If you have $1 million that you don't know what to do with, it's just kind of in your way.
And also, there's a lot. We're 4 guys in this band, and it's pretty interesting because Hans also had one new release this year, right?
Yeah, but that's a long time ago. I even forgot it was this year.
It was
What
it was
month was
since last Tiercast. It's been in between.
When was
It's
that?
it was in April.
April.
Yeah.
Yeah, it probably came out in April, right?
Yeah, I guess.
And what? And the
Sell it to
title.
us, Hans.
Yeah, give it to us. The title. Come on.
Confusing me.
I'm
Yes.
confused. What's it called?
Yeah, I don't know.
It's called "Confusing Me" by Hans Hammer, streaming
Yeah.
now on all streaming
Yeah,
platforms.
it's going completely crazy. It's like I should probably quit the band soon because it's just it's so much work with my solo project. It's really taken
It's
off.
just exploding.
It is. I just can't. Like, I have too much on my plate.
So, at the end of the sausage, we have that makes no sense in English. That's what we say
now.
here. So, we have Tadeusz.
Are you calling me a knob?
Oh, no. He has, you call it an EP, I guess? Album out?
Yeah. I mean, it's just like 25 minutes or what? It's 5 songs. Yeah, but it has been coming for a long time as well. Some dark jazz, elevator music, so to say.
And the title?
The project is called Herman, and the album is called Orbs, and it is available for streaming. And since it is almost going as well as Hans's solo project, there are still a few vinyls left. So if you want
Really?
one,
Wow, that's surprising. For me, there's no vinyls left. Like, everything went right away. Like, just production couldn't keep up.
Yeah. So you see, we're quite competitive in this band. You know, getting out solo stuff left and right, and you know,
and nothing
guys, selling out.
And guys, what all these wonderful projects have in common is me. I mixed Heri's cover. I produced and mixed Gunnar's album, and I recorded drums for Tadeusz EP. So if you or your grandma are in need of a mixing engineer or producer, hit me up. I'll give a big discount if you
because he needs money.
Not just that, he provides excellent services. He mixed the Rune also. So go listen to our single that's out now, The Rune, mixed by Hans Hammer.
In Famien, yes, Faroe Islands.
Yeah.
And Hans, you also you mixed another album.
Oh yeah, from a Farish band, yeah.
Yeah.
Necrolepsia.
Yeah. So check that out if you're into that. So.
Yes.
Is the album out?
Yeah.
Necrolepsia.
Yeah. Nice. It came out last year, I think.
Yeah.
Cool. We have some questions from a listener.
Oh, shut up. We will ask the question.
We will ask the questions.
If you support us at patreon.com/tierband, you may put us questions directly to us, and we will answer them here in the Tiercast, as we're about to do now. So we have some questions from a lovely lady called Madeline Westerdal. First question is, what song are you most proud of and why?
Ooh.
Ooh, ee, ooh, ching,
chang, walla, walla, bing, bing.
I'm very proud of that song because no one knows I made it, and try and get that out of your ear. No. As for me, I would say something. I mean, I've made some of the songs on Ragnarok, for example. When I listen to it, I'm very proud that I made it. Songs like The Hammer of Thor. I know no one wants to hear it, but I'm very happy that I wrote them, and it's not songs we're gonna play live unless we do a Ragnarok full album show or something. But
I was gonna say the same thing. Something from the Ragnarok album, I guess.
Yeah,
because solid album.
It's quite progressive to the degree that it's very restrictive in how many people like to listen to that kind of music, unfortunately. But listening to it and thinking I made this, it's quite nice.
Yeah. And now there's a song on Hill, and I have forgotten what.
Fire and Flame, Flame and Fire.
Yeah, I love that one. Fire and Flame, yeah, that's a good one.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
So, but there's another, the last song on that album, which I forgot because we play in the fucking band. We forget these things.
Conquer.
Yeah, wow.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Especially since about 5 minutes of it is absolutely improvised drums because there was a misunderstanding in the studio.
But you're really good at that. Like when you recorded the drums for Gunnar's album, it was like you had barely heard the songs before, and you just played it straight away, the whole song through.
I listened to them a bit more than, I mean, with other Concord.
Next level pro.
Well, thank you.
Don't be.
Don't beat yourself up.
Don't be shy.
To add my 5 cents to this question, I'm quite happy and proud of being able to work a little bit on Row and also on Causa Latronum Normanorum, because I think those are quite epic songs.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Row. Yeah, both of them. Yes, absolutely. Favorites on the new album, definitely.
Yeah.
I have this weird thing. I know it's very common in music and songwriters. Like it's always the latest song. So I always have the feeling that when I finally finish a new song, that's the best thing I have ever done, and I'm so proud of it. And then it fades when the next one is done.
All right, we have a second question from Madeline. She asks, what songs were specifically written to be played in front of a crowd? As for us, at least, I think I would definitely say something like Trondur Gøt or Hold the Heathen Hammer High. Maybe By the Sword in My Hand too. Those songs that are just at full throttle the entire way through and
Dragons Never Die is...
Dragons, yeah.
It's very much that thing too.
Yeah, possibly, yes. I think you're right. If you have nothing to add there, Hans, then we shall go to the next question. What lyrics have written do you feel are the most personal to you? What lyrics you have written, I suppose, do you feel are the most personal to you? I'm not sure I'm comfortable revealing that.
I can tell which lyrics Heri has written that are most personal to me.
Yeah, please go ahead.
It kind of surprised me. Well, I don't know if Tad you joined in on those two, but the Row from the latest album, I really like them, and I really see it as a song of how is it, making it through tough times. In like how it's called myndamal, how it's in English. Figurative language.
Wow, look at you.
Yes, I think it's a really beautiful lyric. I'm not sure it was written like that, but it really can be translated into a more meaningful. I know the story behind the lyrics, but
It was definitely written with that kind of intention behind it. I mean,
Yes.
battling the storm. It's
Yes,
like
exactly.
good for any kind of a tough situation.
Yes.
Good song, good lyrics. Oh,
Fucking
Yeah, we wrote
amazing
together, Tadeusz and I, haggling over details, but we got to the end, and
Yeah.
I'm pleased with the result. I've written more personal lyrics. I don't think I want to get into exactly what's the most personal for me. If you don't mind, thank you.
I do actually. No.
I'm gonna hold you to that. I'm sorry.
I would like to add that for me, from the older songs written before my time, Evening Star and Valkyria are very, very close to my heart. So, Evening Star as looking, being far from home and being reminded of what is dear and what is worth fighting for and what is worth going back for, and Valkyria also similarly to Ro, going through tough times and how to always look for the light. That it's quite touching. Still,
a friend of mine. Well, I wrote Evening Star with something specific in mind, but a friend of mine told me they thought this was the best lyrics I ever wrote, and they gave me their take on it, what it meant to them, and it was something completely different from what I meant. And that was quite interesting because their interpretation was, I would say, much better than my original intention, and that is a very curious thing. It kind of grew on me to rather see it through their eyes rather than my own after they told me. Curious thing.
I know, for example, Jim Hetfield said that he has always tried writing lyrics in a way that people can make it their own and enjoy that. It has a specific meaning to him, but to other people it could be something completely different.
If you phrase it unspecifically enough, don't mention specific events, don't mention specific things. If you phrase it in a more general way, it leaves it open to that. And I suppose that's the right way to do it, unless there's a reason to make it specific. Then you probably shouldn't. Madeline asks a fifth question. What made you choose Where Eagles Dare? It's one of my favorite Maiden songs. I'm curious if it's just the musicality of it, or do you like the film as well?
Oh, it was. We did on the album before we decided that we would do one of our favorite song from each person in the band, and it so happened on the second album that that is my personal favorite song. So that's why we did it, actually.
It's
And
Gunnar's
also
favorite song ever.
favorite song, and the movie is amazing too. So
I love it.
Talking about tour covers, I always thought that the I cover was like a great fucking cover.
yeah,
That was
that's good.
really, really good.
and that was Hera's favorite.
Yeah.
That was my favorite song. I would say it's changed since then, but yeah, I guess those things always change. It's an amazing song. I loved it. I love the entire album, Dehumanizer, and
That's the thing I love when bands do covers, that it adds something new to the song that it didn't have, the original didn't have. And I felt it really brought the energy and obviously a better production than the original, more in your face in a
yeah,
way.
the original is quite raw
Yeah.
and old school. Last question from Madeline is, Gunnar, what's your favorite Lord of the Rings quote?
I hate the Lord of the Rings.
Gunnar doesn't have one. Hans?
Ooh, I probably need to think about that. I love no one.
I got one.
Yeah,
there's so many good.
Frodo!
Okay.
It's
Tadeusz,
so
while
funny.
Hans is contemplating, do you have one?
I might just paraphrase this one because I don't know if this is the original one. The dwarves delve too greedily and dug too deep, or something like that.
Yeah.
Come on, guys. I even
My-
don't like this movie, and I got precious.
My-
Precious.
My favorite, the past past year probably, I replayed the scenes 1,000 times the past year. The Mouth of Sauron has this scene where he brings out the chainmail, what is it called, from Frodo,
Yeah.
and shows it to Gandalf and the other guys, and then he says, what is it? Who would have thought one so small could endure so much, Gandalf? And he did. He did, Gandalf. I love that.
Yeah.
And his creepy smile. It's so fucking amazing.
My favorite quote is from Grima Wormtongue, played by Brad Dourif. Absolutely stellar acting. He's the guy who put the voice to Chucky, the doll. And he's done some excellent movies in his time. When he comes out behind Theoden King and he says, "That is a lie. Saruman the White was ever our friend and ally." And he puts like this stress on it, like it is so creepy and evil. And I don't know, I say it sometimes when I have a common conversation with someone and I say, "That's not quite true." I always use Scream of Wormtongues. That is a lie. Anyway,
there are hundreds of scenes I could talk about for and replay for years.
Yeah, it is chock full of absolute gems, and there are many candidates. That concludes the answers to questions from our patrons. If you want your question answered here, you can sign up at patreon.com/tierband, and we will answer your question just the same. That concludes Tiercast 40. Unless you have more to add, I shall read the end notes, which are: tune in to our 24/7 YouTube live stream by tapping or clicking the red live circle around the profile picture on the Tour YouTube channel. Please hit a thumbs up on this video. That really helps us with the algorithm. And subscribe to the Tiercast here on YouTube if you haven't already. I would usually read the links to our socials here, but I'm going to do it a bit differently. I'm going to put up a QR code on the screen here. You can pause and you can scan it on your phone, and it'll take you to our link tree. If you're not watching this and you haven't the option to scan it, please go to linktr.ee/tierband. That is linktr.ee/tierband, TYRBAND. It leads you to the same place. There you will find all relevant links, many more than those I usually list here. I'd still like to point out the top link, Bands in Town. It's a very essential service that will let you know when we play in your area, so you're sure to not miss it. It's incredible that every time we go on tour, there are people commenting on our socials that they were not aware of the tour until after the fact, and that is a very sad situation indeed. Anyway, on our link tree, you will find the links to all the Tier socials, and then to the Tiercast socials as well, and to the Great Heathen Army of Tyr as well, and then the socials of each member of Tyr, including Gunnar. And there are some quite curious things there, not related to Tyr at all, but to the individual efforts of each member that we have mentioned in this podcast as well, the releases and whatnot. I'm sure that's a wonderfully informative and entertaining rabbit hole to get lost in for half an hour or so while you unwind from your stressful day. Thank you, and I hope to have you back here for Tiercast 41, whenever that may be. Arrivederci.
See you guys.